Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 4 of homeschooling. This week, very similar to last week, we have our 5-day setup on Google Classroom. Very similar assignments based off of the theme of the day. We have a Map Monday, we have our Tuesday, World's Fair Wednesday, Throwback Thursday with some IXL, and then the Freeform Friday where you can either catch up or do one of the Go Formatives. So I just want to go through really quick each assignment to make sure everyone understands what they need to do. So first, starting off, we got to go to Google Classroom, and under classwork, we see homeschool week number 4. For Map Monday, very similar to last week, except for this week, instead of doing your World's Fair country, you're going to do one of a United States thematic map. So really anything that is a map of the United States that has a certain theme to it, you can do. So if you think about what we have done for our do nows the past couple of weeks, like the candy one, the chips one, right? Those are fine. Anything like that you can do. So you're going to find a map that works for you. You're going to go into your own slideshow here. And remember, you need to do all 5 days on Monday, right? You're not doing one day at a time every day. You're doing all 5 days, all 5 questions, all the way through the slideshow on Monday, okay? So that's when you need to get that done by. Remember, easier questions at the beginning, something a little more challenging at the end that may not have one correct answer. So that's Monday. Tuesday, we have our Tut Tuesday again. Last week, you should have only done slides 1, 2, and 3. This week, you're only doing slide 4. So if you go in and look at it, you'll see that when you get to slide number 4, it's a pretty solid amount of reading, right? You got 3 solid paragraphs here and then 3 questions about that. That is all you're doing for this week. You're not going on to 5. Definitely catch up and do the other 3 if you haven't done those already. But 4 is the only thing you need to worry about for this week. It's the same exact document as last week. We just moved it into this week. So there shouldn't be any problems there. Then for Wednesday, we are moving on to a pretty big World's Fair assignment. This is the religion in your World's Fair country assignment. It's a pretty long assignment, so we're breaking it up into different parts. So the directions here say, for this week, please complete sections 1 through 5. So if you go into the doc, you'll see that there's more than 5 questions. At the top, you have your rough draft. It actually goes up to 8 questions, okay? For this week, the only thing that you're doing is 1 through 5. You're going to have to go to a couple different websites. You're going to put the information that you see on here. If you watch the first video here, it'll explain how to do those first 5, and it'll kind of show you what it's supposed to look like. So definitely utilize these videos here as you need them. But remember, this week you're only doing up until question number 5. And remember, you need to be doing the same World's Fair country throughout this entire time, no switching halfway through. Whatever you've picked up until this point, you need to continue to do that one. Okay? So make sure you do that. For Thursday, again, very not complicated. We have 2 more IXL lessons here. One's on Mesopotamian empires, one is on the country of China. Remember, only 30 minutes at the most. Okay, so if you don't get done with the Mesopotamia one, that is fine. As long as you've done a half hour's worth, that's all that matters. Okay, and then if you finish the Mesopotamian one before a half hour's up, you can go on to the China one. And then finally, for Friday, you're catching up on anything. This is any assignment from social studies or any assignment from any other class that you may not have done this week due to whatever constraints you may have had. So, catch up on Friday. If you are completely done with everything from all of your classes, you can do this Go Formative assignment on a map of ancient Egypt and Nubia. That is pretty much all that we have. Remember, this week you're following your new schedule. So on Monday, you're going to be looking at all of the videos that your teachers post about the assignments for the week. And then starting on Tuesday, you'll have at least 1 class a day along with your specialist classes where you come and meet. So anyone on Tuesday who has a red class, which is everyone, you're going to go to that red class, whether it's Mr. McDermott or Miss Ferguson or Mr. Morrow or Miss Conceição. So make sure that every day you're going to that Zoom check-in meeting, especially if you have questions. If you can't make it for some reason, that's okay. It's not a huge deal, but we want you to try and make it if you can, and especially if you have questions, that would be a good time to go and ask them. Also, obviously, email if you have any questions. Do your best. This work counts now. And I will see you guys all later this week.